Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
We are interested in taking one final question from you.
Leslie?
I was kind of curious about how it seems that there's lots of channelers, just like AJ and Thomas are doing. I'm curious as to why there seems to be such an increase in that, and is it to do with the increase in consciousness and this timeline that we're in?
For a reason, dear one, for a specific reason, one of them being in the increased ability of consciousness, the other as individuals throughout the planet connect to us through this aspect you call channeling, and through connecting with their natural abilities. And finally, in the aspect of those that wish to connect on an energetic vibrational realm through affinity, for there are a great many channelers, as you have mentioned, and there will be more emerging, and yet these messages are universal in nature. They are not dissimilar, and yet there are those individuals who are able to hear them best from one than another, and so therefore the proliferation of individuals such as Thomas and AJ are coming forward at this time so that they can best reach those individuals who desire to resonate with their frequencies.
There are many of us, though we have different personalities and require different spokespersons, if you will. Why are there more and more emerging? You are asking more and more, and therefore the universe only says yes. It is impossible for the universe to say no, and therefore each time you ask, more opportunities exist for you. Thomas was quite resistant when we suggested to them that we were here not just for their edification, but to share messages with the rest of humanity. Thomas said to us, he said that there are too many voices now. You do not need us. There are many quite competent individuals who are quite popular, and we said none of which have your unique perspective as we have unique perspective, and therefore we are encouraging you and shall walk with you as you begin. We remind them, as we remind you, that all human beings are granted a third eye. Your ability to access the etheric realm is no different than others. And finally, you shall realize that this is not celebrity stuff, that instead all beings have this ability to communicate with spirit, and some will do so with greater skill and greater mastery. We speak often of mastery of those interested in learning these skills, and yet we remind you that it is nothing special. And finally, you are evolving to a place where you are allowing all the perspectives, all of the third eyes able to collect messages from the universe. And soon you will be a
Oh. Oh no! What happened?
We need to...
It's their meeting.
Yeah.
So they
have to rejoin.
Oh my gosh!
That's wild.
The vibes were too high. The internet couldn't handle it.
I was feeling it. Like, they answered my question.
What was your first question?
What can we do to help? What is the greatest thing that we could do to help people who will remain blocked to love and consciousness?
Oh, yeah, they did answer that.
I kept asking that over and over in my head.
Well, they heard you.
Yep.
That's amazing. Yeah, I was gonna mention that I feel like, not that I'm I mean, I guess it is channeling to some extent, but I'll like have thoughts, talk about stuff, and then the next thing I know, I'm like seeing it. Another like person video is saying the same thing, and it's just like it makes me think I'm channeling.
Right.
Hey, you might very well be.
I like when they started the meditation. I really felt like something else was like coming into me. And
Yes, that's why I got
and
overwhelmed.
I was like, and like I don't know. I just felt like I was gonna start talking like they were.
How far did they get? Did they close?
They
No.
said their final question, but you guys were still talking when it cut out, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
they were still talking.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
so